That got real for a second. I suck. Yo, look at this.
Yeah.
We have the pre-session consolidation right here. Fake down, fake up, and then we're going to have this release down. So that's exactly what we're seeing. Here's the current floor. So the market's either going to break, retest, and respect this 88.6, as it's doing right now. Oh, it did. And then push back up to the top of the range for the real sells, or it's going to break through the 88.6, which means that we have a move all the way to 772, and that's where I'll be looking to take a trade. Buys at 772. Kind of in the middle of this 3 drive pattern. I just want to see one more touch and drop.
So Roy, I got a question for you.
Talk to me.
So like overall, higher time frames, daily, weekly, and stuff. Obviously, we're still really bullish with Nasdaq, but the ranges we're setting in, I know you can't really predict the market, but like, what's your total outlook on Nasdaq right now? Right? Do you
So
think we're
first,
gonna maybe get that retracement, or
okay, so in all reality, it's best not to guess.
yeah,
Like I promise you, this is not me saying like, oh, we don't know what's going to happen next. No, but I really mean like, even if I give you my best guess, which is going to be correct,
yeah,
it's it's in your best interest to figure out how can I make money.
for
So
sure.
since we have a 1 hour range here, as long as we trade inside the 1 hour range by buying low and selling high, we'll make more money than by trying to anticipate, this move or by
Yeah,
potentially trying to trade a breakout or whatever it is. Dude, there's 3-to-1 trades up and down this range.
right.
That'll happen in about an hour or 2 hours every single day. So that's all I really care about. Now, my next two options is this area of resistance, where you have support. So we have support, resistance, resistance, support. If the market comes back down here, I want to see it break through and then keep going. So this would be
But
my second option. And this all kind of depends on not just NFP tomorrow, but mostly what the Fed says. I think we're
mhm.
ranging because everybody doesn't really know what Jerome Powell is going to say. I went on the financial news yesterday. Half the news outlets are expecting 5 rate cuts next year. 5 rate cuts. Now, I've been listening to Jerome Powell all year. He said 0 rate cuts. He said under no circumstance will they start lowering rates in 2024. So there's like this massive conflict where I think everybody was getting excited about rate cuts, and then they realized that Jerome Powell has no intention of cutting rates. And so, yeah, unless we go into a recession, I don't think Jerome Powell is going to cut rates. And that's what's been leading to all this bullish momentum. So right now the markets are going sideways. Once he speaks next week, we're either going to break down aggressively or we're going to continue to break all-time highs aggressively. Until then, we range. Oh, another piece is buy below the range and sell above the range, as always. Okay, we'll talk about that.
That I appreciate you, Roy. I just wanted your overall outlook on that
Yeah, bro. The trend is your friend until it ends.
for sure.
Last time I said I'm tired, I did 10 push-ups with you, Roy. Max, that's why I took it back, bro. Do I have to do 10? I'll do 10 push-ups. I'll do it, but I don't know how conducive it's going to be to the learning environment. So, like, imagine somebody hops on the stream for the first time. They're like, wow, a market outlook stream. This is going to be very intelligible information that I'll be able to use to progress my financial literacy and make money trading financial markets. Let me hop on this. I'm like, fuck the astrology people. And I'm doing 10 push-ups and shit when they hop on. I have half a bottle of Casamigos in my tea, and they're going to be in for a treat. All right. Welcome to the live streams, people. Somebody yesterday told me to dump half a bottle of Casamigos in my tea because of some ancient family recipe because I'm under the weather. And so I did it. Whoever you are, I hope you're right. I'm not feeling too good. Things are getting a little bit blurry, but I hope this works. I said, I can't really see the market straight, but I really hope this works. I don't know how you guys put up with me. So you guys are built different. I thank myself every day that I'm very technically skilled and I give out free trade ideas. Because if I wasn't this technically skilled, I'd have a tough time getting my point across. I'm gonna just be honest with you guys. People will be like, what the fuck is he talking about? Ever. What is he ever talking about? And then the trades hit, and everybody realizes, oh, that's what he's talking about. I didn't say that much Casa either. Jamal, I thought you said dump half the bottle in my tea. Said I'm feeling a little loose. I don't really know what's going on. The instructions were unclear. Okay, you guys said dump the Casamigos in the tea. I'm sitting there this morning trying to prepare myself for these streams, obviously, because I care about you guys. I'm sitting there with a bottle of Casamigos in one hand and the tea in the other, and I'm like, what did Jamal say? Jamal said something about the Casamigos and the tea. I don't know how much he said. 1 tablespoon, half the bottle. I couldn't really remember the instructions, so I winged it. I got a bit of a heavy wrist, so halfway through the bottle, I was like, oh, sounds about good. And now we're here.
Did you dump the tea into the bottle of Casamigos?
No, that was the Haitians told me to do that. I said, look, one step at a time, guys. The instructions, again, were unclear. The Jamaicans said put half the bottle. The Puerto Ricans said put 3 tablespoons. It was a lot of different recipes, okay? I think it's a preference thing now. That's what I realized.
I'm just waiting for the day to have a sauced up Roy on these lives.
But I was sauced up on Saturday.
Yeah.
No, was it Saturday, guys? What day was it that I was sauced up? I told you guys the drink was kicking my ass. I think that was last week, dude. Then we did a bonus stream or something, and I was like, all right, everybody go grab a drink. And I think it was like nighttime. We're just chilling, back testing and shit. I went and grabbed way more. I dumped way more than I should have in the cup, bro. I'm sitting here drinking. Halfway through, I'm just starting to get loose. I'm telling people, guys, I got to hop off. You know, I'm putting myself in a compromising situation now. I got to go. That happened
2 weeks ago.
Was it 2 weeks ago?
I think 2 or 3 weeks ago, yeah.
Hell no, it wasn't no 3 weeks ago.
I think it might have been 2 then. I was there.
I'll be honest, bro, the drink got to me. So your guess is as good as mine. So my memory was shot. I said that tea is going to be striking. It already is. Did you get some honey and lemon too? Bro, I missed the whole recipe. It was supposed to be honey and lemon in this. I thought you just said dump half the bottle of Casamigos with some Lipton iced tea. Again, instructions unclear. We're in this trading range. I just started talking to a few of the folks about this 88.6 rejection that we just saw. So here is the top. This is resistance right here. We went body to wick, 88.6 rejection. Right now we're forming a little bit of support at the 61, but I got a feeling we're going to violate the 61 and make it all the way back down the range. Measure the rejection. Scale down to the smaller time frames to make sure that you actually have body to wick. I'm going to go body to wick. And what do you guys notice? Where's our 88.6? The NAS100 Masterclass people. No. We're going to have to go through this. Yesterday this is the longest session I've ever done for anything in my life besides the 24-hour stream. Who was on the NAS100 Masterclass session last night? Who paid for the masterclass and showed up to day 3 yesterday? And what did you guys think? What did you guys think? Did y'all learn? Was it what it was all hyped up to be? And especially in context of the trade that we're about to take right now. Did Sean Lee put me on the interstellar plan? Yo, is that are you being sarcastic or are you being 100% Mike J? Jamal said the yak. Oh, yeah, the yak was kicking my ass. I remember this. Okay, I was there. Okay, don't just tell me if you were there, but also tell me what was your experience. Like, how was it? Walter said, me always learning. Walter, you know it's always good to see you in there, bro. Sauce, shit was fire. Jermaine, my guy. It was fire. My boy had his hand up for 75 minutes. I thought you were about to ask the most serious question of all time. Turns out he forgot his hand up, the emoji. I was like, bro, this guy's had his hand up for like 30 minutes. He's about to ask me about some rocket science. I'm gonna have to really prep myself. And he was like, oh, my bad. She was an accident. Come on, man. Roy's for the people. That joint is gold. Yeah, it is. Mike J said 100, my guy. Yo, fuck Sean Lee. How about that one? Yes, yes. That wasn't the Casamigos. I've said that sober. I was there. It was fire. It was golden, the fibs, and all the steps. Mr. Finesser, you see the entries today? Look. We got sell entry at the 88.6 from the top. Right? Look at this. Right? Body to wick, 88.6 sell. So that's from the top side. But we're trading inside this range. And so 88.6 is my support, discount, that's my stop loss, and then we have resistance as my take profit and premium as my last take profit. What's your thoughts on people saying we're headed for a recession? When you said 1 to 3 risk and reward in that range, that's a fact. But I've been saying, yo, Meals, you know, we talked about this yesterday. Now, all jokes aside, I don't have a system or strategy, but after day 3, I sat up all night just back testing the strategy. Yo, lives are being changed every day. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Once you're on the winning side, you're never going back. All right? Once you guys graduate from the class, you have the right to wear the new shirts that we are dropping. Your stop loss is my entry. Thank you for the liquidity on the back. Shirts are about to sell out. Absolutely sell out. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you guys noticed, no more commercials on these streams. If this is your first time being here, welcome. I'm your host, Roy Dunya. I am under the weather. I don't always sound like this. I have half a bottle of Casamigos and some black tea right here. So by the end of the session, I'm going to be feeling good. Okay? So I appreciate everybody being here. If it's your first time on the sessions, I want you guys to drop a quick like for me. And if you guys have taken the master classes, I just want to let you know, welcome to the winning side, where most people are putting their stop losses pretty tight in these ranges. I made one big miss. I was a baby pips trader on Monday. I will admit this in front of all of you, as God is my witness. I put my stops too tight and got hit by this wick. Now, lucky for me, I have multiple accounts, and I made some different decisions on different accounts, and I'm still holding this trade on my live account. So even though the challenge, I closed the trade, on my live account, we're still running with the wick entry. Now, clearly, I'm waiting for price to come all the way back down to this area of support so I can purchase, so I can buy again, enter another buy order at the 750 area, anywhere between 720 and 750. I'll be looking to enter some trades, and then I'll be looking to take this thing all the way back up. Is there a chance that the market sells off? Sure. But I'll let the market tell me when it's going to sell off. I will not close my trade prematurely based on what I think or what might happen. Okay? If price does this, then I will do this. Everything in my life, especially when it comes to trading, is an if-then statement. If the house catches on fire, I will get my shit and get the fuck out. Okay? It's not like, well, I don't think the house is going to catch on fire. That's how most people are trading. Well, I don't think it's going to reach that level. First off, sweetheart, you don't fucking wake up planning to burn the house down. You know, wake up, say, "Oh, today's the day. I'm going to leave that fucking towel right next to the stove. Today's the day." No, it happens. And so we don't think about markets in terms of absolutes. Oh, it won't break, bro. It ain't going to break. We don't do that kind of stuff. Now, I might do it as a joke sometimes, but I need you guys to understand. My true perspective is everything is a probability. I can't say this thing will happen in the markets. I can say there is a higher probability of this action happening over this other action, a higher chance of this happening beyond a reasonable doubt, but I can't speak in certainties. So whenever you hear a trader speak in certainties, they're either joking or they're a complete idiot. All right? So with that being said, if there's no certainties in markets, a lot of you guys just became uncomfortable because you don't want to be involved in a game where there's no certainty. In that case, I would suggest that you go find another line of work, because you have to embrace uncertainty here. You got to embrace that when you put in a trade, you don't actually know if it's going to work or not. Because if we did, we would all just full margin all the time. You have a really good chance of this trade working, and that's why you took it. Okay? I'm going to take this trade because it has a high probability. When you guys are making decisions in your trading plan, when you're building a guideline of how to make decisions, do everything in an if-then statement. If the market closes above daily support and the market is respecting the 61 and the market is in a bullish trend, I will buy it at that daily support. Plan of action, I know exactly what I'm looking for, what I'm waiting for, where I'm waiting for it, and everything in between. All right, cover your bases, people. A lot of people out here winging it. Do you guys believe I dumped half a bottle of Casamigos in here? Mike J said, I'm trying to catch those wick entries. Well, the first things first is stop listening to fucking Sean Lee. I'm going to tell you that much. That's your first step to catching wick entries. Question, would you scalp a sell until price gets down? No, Robin, no. Some might. If I had showed up an hour earlier, Robin, and I was already looking at the market action and I had seen that sell position before it started to move, 100% I would jump in. Based on what price is doing now, where the market's already started to leave the station, I'd much rather just wait to trade in line with the overall direction, which is buying down here. Excuse me. Now, if the market makes it up to the 16,070, this top resistance, then I will scalp that short. But more than likely, I want to catch this buy because this is going to turn from an intraday trade. And then once it breaks and we hold a runner, it'll turn into a swing trade. All right. How did you decide what high to use for the fib? Are you talking about for the bullish fib or for the bearish fib? How about Q? Q is my guy. Q is my guy. Very few people have done more for the trading industry than Q has. And I know some people really don't like, some people don't like Q or some of the other people he's associated with or whatever it might be. Whatever you feel about him, the people that took advantage of the industry and then left and now are nowhere to be found and are on the run, those are people that we should be really talking about. When I say Sean Lee, like Sean Lee was under investigation from the FCA, ended up running over to Thailand, didn't do anything for the industry, sold a bunch of fake NFT scams. So for me, what Q's done is build 20 different technology companies for traders that are neutral. Now, has he also built brokerages and some of these other things? Of course. But nobody's done more for the trading space than Q and his team. Let's talk about the FX Summit. A lot of people had some kind of feelings about top tier sponsoring the FX Summit and kind of making them the center point. I'll tell everybody else, without them, the FX Summit would have been 10 times harder to pull off. Traders who showed up and changed their life by having one good conversation, that would never have been able to happen had they not stepped up and taken on that responsibility. So as whatever you guys feel about certain people, just think about the overall impact that they've had. I was talking to ICT, Michael, about this. And I told him, I was like, whatever I feel about the way you teach and you didn't get abducted by market makers, bro. You ain't get abducted by market makers and kind of probed. You might have got probed, but not by some market makers. Okay. But even he has had such a big impact on success in trading that I can't even hate on him. Even if he was a demo trader, this guy's breeded so many six-figure traders. I'll just be like, all right, hats off, Michael, good job. But the people that are pitching stuff and selling stuff that doesn't work, that people are losing money and they're taking advantage of the industry and are not coming back to provide any sort of value, I have no sympathy for those folks at all. Okay. I heard that we're going into recession. What is your take on that? That's a good point. So I've been watching the recession all year. And Jerome Powell has already told us that we can't get out of inflation. We can't end this inflation cycle without a recession. The end result of this is a recession. And so what am I watching for? Is the employment numbers, number one. Number two, GDP. And number three is the inflation. So going into next year, if the unemployment rate stays below 4%, and inflation gets down under 3%, we end this inflation cycle and Jerome Powell may start to lower rates. That's a fact. On the other side, if the economy remains strong, people lose jobs. Or actually, no, if everybody keeps their job, but inflation keeps going higher, he will continue to raise rates. And then he will send us into a recession. So here's the real end game. When we go into a recession, what happens? Is stocks go up, risk assets go up, real estate goes up. And so if you want to take advantage of this inevitable next crash, where the Fed will print money and lower interest rates to get us out of that emergency, your best bet is going to be to buy assets, buy risk assets. This is not financial advice, obviously. So this is how I look at markets: is where's all the money going to flow into once this inevitable thing happens? And I'm going to dump all my money in there. It says, bro, rum and lemon tea. Now, I thought you guys said half a bottle of Casamigos and Lipton green tea, because I think I fucked up this recipe. I'm feeling a little schliz. I don't know if you guys gave me the right recipe. This is all jokes. Okay, so those are the two scenarios. Number one is all the employment numbers and the economic condition is very healthy. But because of that, people will keep spending, which means that prices will remain elevated. If all of us keep spending, like, yes, high prices are a problem. Eggs were $25. If our dumbass keeps walking in and buying the eggs at $25, the price ain't going to change. And so it's only when consumers stop spending at the higher prices that prices inevitably come back down. So to end the inflation crisis, we need spending to come back down. Spending doesn't come down when the economy is healthy. It all goes back to Jerome Powell said specifically this year that we're going to tighten the economy until something breaks. All right? And what does something break mean? It means until we go into a recession. Why don't they care about going into a recession? Because they have the money printer. If we do go into a recession, or when we were for sure going to go into a recession, they'll print money and get us out of the problem. You guys got me? We clearly said overproof rum and hot tea. Would we see a crash of risk assets prior to that stimulation via money printing? Wow, Isaac, such a good fucking question. Such a good question. Wow. You're 100% right. So we associate with rate cuts. We associate rate cuts with positive market conditions. So the stock market will rally when they cut rates. The thing is, the 3 to 4 months around the rate cuts are typically the most bearish parts of the cycle because markets are forward-looking. So 4 or 5 months before they even cut rates, markets are going to start to realize, oh, they're about to cut. And they will get ahead of it and start to buy up, which is what we've been seeing now. Then when they actually go to cut rates, it means we're in a freaking recession. It means they've acknowledged the recession, which leads to a little bit of a sell-off. But then 2-3 months later, we have a recovery back to home base. So immediately around the rate cuts, you're going to see bearish markets. Great question, Isaac. Great question. Chris Brown said you were supposed to get Buckley's. Instructions unclear, Chris. Melissa said, hey, Roy, good morning. Took half a bag from gold. Only you know. Hope you feel better. God bless. Payout coming. Love to see it, Melissa. Good to see you on here. All right, we got 176 viewers and only 37 likes. What's wrong, people? Am I not entertaining enough? Am I not funny enough? Are you guys not getting enough value when I just told you the playbook for the Federal Reserve's policy going into next year? Was my breakdown of the Federal Reserve policy inadequate for your expectations? Drop a like if you guys took something away from the stream so far. And if you haven't taken anything away from the stream, you're probably watching me on silent or on mute. All right? Can't be on here and not learn anything. Carlos said it was 2 Sundays ago. Carlos? Yeah. Jay Olivier said the astrology people took a stray bullet. They did. They definitely did. I got to lay off the astrology people. A lot of attractive women that I've been talking to are into astrology, and they haven't been too happy with me. I made this, like, look, the jokes that you can make around the guys, very different than the jokes you're making around the girls. I'm going to tell you this right now. Because even if people believe in astrology, and you're around the guys, they're still gonna, everyone's still gonna laugh, right? No, these girls were not having it. I said they were not having it. I was like, oh, I said some fun. Okay, but then again, the way I say stuff also gets me in trouble. I was like, oh, like they make those helmets, for people who are, what I'm saying? Like, so you can walk around life just safe and not hit your head, right? They make them for folks who have special needs. They make them for the astrology folks. And they did not like that at all. But like, imagine going through life thinking that there's some kind of random alignment between the stars, and that's why this thing happened in front of you, versus looking at the mechanical reactions that led to it. Right? That's what I'm saying, is like you need a helmet to get through life, because if you're not going to put together the pieces of why this happened and how the chain of events led to this thing, and you're going to kind of leave it up to a superstitious effect, then you do need a helmet to go through life, because you're not looking at life clearly, and it would be in your best interest to not hurt yourself. That's real life. Superstition will kill you. Superstition will ruin your life. All right, people won't walk on certain sidewalks because of some shit. People won't do certain things. It's grown adults skipping a floor on a building, floor 13, just skipping it. That's the dumbest shit I've ever fucking heard. That's the devil. The devil loves superstition. I don't do the devil's nonsense. It says numerology is more accurate. I still think numerology is a scam. All right. Now, here's the thing. Math is real. Numbers are clearly a sign of the representation of how our physical reality works. So sciences are the representation of how we interpret our reality. Science means that we can test this thing over and over again, and it will do the same thing every time. We've now identified the objective reality. Math is the language that we've all created to interpret this physical reality. So math is very clearly real, because there's a geometry to how everything works. There's a clear order to how molecules bind, to how matter forms, to how atoms, form together, to how energy is produced. There's clearly a mathematical order to all of these things. Now, when you're talking about numerology, it's like, oh, the number 55. Oh, bro, I keep seeing 55. No, you're just retarded. At that, you're just retarded. So astronomy is the study of planetary movements. There's a physical component. There's a real measurable component. Astrology is woo-woo. It's all woo-woo. So there's reality, and then there's the pseudoscience. And I'm not really into pseudosciences like that. William says, I'm looking to buy NAS later with the 2K I risked on gold. William, what the fuck does that even mean? Astrology isn't different from any religion. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. This is why not everybody should have an opinion. Everyone's like, Roy, we're in America. Every opinion is created equal. That's about the dumbest thing I've ever heard. No, not all opinions are created equal. Are you fucking dumb? If I'm talking to a bunch of women who are bakers, okay, or a bunch of people who are bakers, and we're talking about cake, and I give them my opinion, not all opinions are created equal. Now, I have my preference when it comes to taste. Everyone has their own preference. But when it comes to who's going to know more about how to bake this cake, no, my fucking opinion doesn't matter. You want to talk to a doctor and you're like, oh, but I read, in my opinion, shut the fuck up. No, your fucking opinion doesn't matter. Where did you get that from? Where did you get the idea that your opinion mattered? So you got to earn your right for your opinion to have some kind of weight behind it. Y'all, we seem to be forming support here. Okay, we had a break retest of the 886, and now it looks like price is going to move up to the top of the range here. So I'm not going to buy it at the top of my 4-hour range. We're getting way too close to the highs here to buy it up, but I do believe that we're going to see one more reaction to the top of the range. So I'll sell it here at 16,050, and I'll buy it at 15,750. Very straightforward. So you're speaking facts. Are we on a good spot to sell based on a previous sell range? The real sells are up here at 1620. And so there's a box here. Based on what we always talk about, there's boxes. Okay? So based on this, if you wanted to sell and you thought price would end up here, let me know in the chats. Would you guys rather sell at zone 1 or at zone 2? Actually, zone 1, zone 2, and zone 3. Which zone would you guys rather sell from? Zone 1, Zone 2, or Zone 3? I mean, ancient civilizations did use astrology for farming. No, they used astronomy for farming. Astronomy is the physical study of the relationship between planets. Now, the superstition comes from because these planets are aligned, it's justifying this mechanical action here on Earth. When you're going to talk about how the moon impacts the waves, there's a clear physical reaction there between the magnetic pull. When you're going to talk about actual sensation, where we're all neuromagnetic beings, we all have an electromagnetic pulse because our neurological system is a series of electrical impulses, and because of that, it can be charged, and we are reactive to magnetic pulses. So a mood and things like that, can they be affected by planetary movements? Of course, there's a physical reality there. But did that dude break up with you because Mars was in retrograde? Or did he cheat on you because Mars was in retrograde? No. Right? He put himself in a compromising situation. He had one of these fucking drinks that you guys told me to drink, and he was out here wilding at the club. It wasn't Mars in retrograde. So I think astrology is a great way to remove personal responsibility from any action. Okay, still trading gold or NAS or both at Bryce. He said the earth is flat, Bo. Yeah, it is. Everyone says zone 3. So that should be your answer, my friend. Everyone has a choice about when you get to the optimal entry price. You can either sell at the most premium area that you can, or you can sort of chase the market. Now, let me give you a physical representation of why that's going to hurt you. The real trade idea is this, okay? You have your entry at the 88.6, you have your stop loss above the wick, and you have your take profit at the bottom of the range. This is already a 1.5 to 1 trade, not the best R&R for this trade. If I entered at the current price, 0.65 to 1 R&R. Okay, so the first one wasn't that hot, 1.5 to 1. For every $1,000 I'm risking, I'm going to make back 1,500. But now imagine for every $1,000 I risked, I'm only making 550. Unacceptable. He said, who is this guy? What are you talking about, Devontae? People don't even know the evidence for their beliefs. Astronomy is not the same as astrology. Yes. Mike nope for us. Mike nope for us, but I agree. It is a flat plane. All right, bro. The fact that you guys are actually taking that shit serious in the chats, the next person to actually take one of those, bro. The earth isn't fucking flat. The back of your head might be. Yo, somebody clip that shit. Yo, somebody clip that shit. That was actually fucking hilarious. I don't know where I come up with this stuff. If you guys think that I'm filtering whatever I say, you haven't been here long enough. I'm probably gonna get myself in trouble at some point, but at least you know that I'm not out here bullshitting y'all. So if I'm speaking from the heart, but at the same time, I'm gonna say some wild ass shit. So if you got thin skin, this is not the stream for you. I'll tell you this right now. You said body to wick, but you have the fib on the wick. You ready for this, Robin? We're on the 4 hour. Let's go to the 1 hour. Is body to wick, baby. Body to wick. And so what's important about the body to wick, which is when you go on the 1 hour, go down to every time frame and then find the body of that candle. So I'll tell you to, like, when you're trying to find the most absolute area, try scrolling down a few time frames. It'll help. You said, I'm just messing around, guys. Guys, there are no real flat earthers. They're all just hungry for attention, and their parents didn't love them. And so they just say the most wild thing and just look around like, he. This is going to piss them off. I'm going to get some attention. He. If anybody actually think the world is flat, they just haven't been on a plane They never passed third grade science. What else? Got hit in the head too much. They spent too much time on baby pips. Probably could have helped. They drank one too many of these. Motherfuckers got me out here wilding. Play VDLC Sfera e Basta on YouTube. How about fuck you, dude? Because I took the sell from 2030 to 2022, 1 to 22 R&R, I made $4,000. Yo, wasn't I just roasting the people that get in the chats and they're like, bro, I just made $5 billion. I have a 1 to 50,000 R&R with a heart emoji. Why the fuck would you, a grown ass man, put a heart emoji around a trade idea? Bro, grow the fuck up. I get it, but like, Roy, what's the big deal? You just wanted to put a heart emoji. Bro, you're talking about how you just made a 1 to 22 R trade and you just made $4,000 and you're throwing a heart. What the fuck has the heart have to anything to do with that statement? And plus, I'm calling cap on that entire statement. But what the fuck does the heart have to do with it? I've been roasting people all week, bro. I'm getting an email as professional ass company, professional companies, the biggest crypto names in the world. People are emailing with with smiley faces in the emails. I'm not even talking about the emoji. I'm talking about the fucking, you guys know the XD, right? They're throwing these fucking emojis in an email. I had to respond and be like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Yo, son, yes, I'm out here joking around. Guys, I'm a grown fucking man. I'm an animal, right? I'm not going to sit here and you know what I'm saying? And I know I was roasting people yesterday, the grand rising, like that really the esoteric, right? I was just grand rising, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I love that for you. I love that for you. You clearly do not understand how the world works. You out here living in your own reality. Have fun. Go be great. But don't bring that esoteric shit to me, man. Treat me with the respect that I deserve. Straight up. Definitely was that a bang. I don't know. Said zone 3. William is late as fuck. My boy said zone 3. Oh, that was like 20 minutes ago. Yeah, the reason I don't like the esoteric shit is because it works when you're in your diluted group of 10 people who are all making money selling some overpriced fucking knives or overpriced fucking whatever the fuck it is in the MLM groups, right? Oh, grand rising family, everybody's scheming the shit out of customers, right? Blessings to everybody while they're selling you a shit product, right? That's why I hate that esoteric stuff. Not because I don't see any value in it, but because the people that employ these tactics are never genuine. It's always just some fucking sleazy piece of shit talking about peace and abundance to everybody and you know, just all this type shit. And then you're like, okay, well, what do you have to sell me? And it's IML. I'm like, oh, fucking, right? As much shit as I talk about Mamba FX, me and him had a podcast about a year and a half ago. He said the funniest shit I've ever heard on a podcast. Okay, literally the funniest shit. My dude was like, I asked him how he got into trading. He said one of his boys had talked him into getting an IML. And his boy was talking to him about God. He's like, yo, he said, God told me to tell you to join. And like we all joined, and he was like, bro, God did not tell you. No God of mine would ever make me sign up for some scam ass shit like this. And he said that. He said, no God of mine would ever put me on no scam shit like this. I died laughing. One of the funniest fucking things that I've ever heard online. And that's true. All these guys that are preaching about God, but then signing you up for a scam broker that's going to take your money. No God of mine would ever put me in this fucking situation. Right? Y'all, I was on for 3 fucking hours last night. I'm sick. I could be on here making money and just minding my fucking business, texting my girls on Tinder, having somebody pull up, chilling for the rest of the day and being a piece of shit. That's what I should be doing. But I'm on here grinding. All right? If God was putting a mission in my heart to work harder than I needed to go above and beyond for a community, to go above and beyond to make sure that traders are successful, this is what it would look like. Not no scam ass shit, buy the next harmonic scanner, right? God whispered to me, you got to buy this 15th app along with your membership. 15th app? Bro, I already bought 5 apps. He said, well, you got to buy another one if you actually want to make money. What about the other 10 apps I just bought? No, those won't make you money. Okay, well, can I just buy the one app that makes me money? No, you have to buy all of them, and you have to add this one on top. Oh my God, this is a fucked up system. Maya Banks said not Tinder. How much time do you guys think? How much time do you guys think I got on my hands? You think I'm gonna just go to the library? You just go to the fucking where do I find girls? Just go to the like the beauty section at the grocery store and just hang out there for a little bit, right? Just hang out for a little. You think that's what I'm doing? Just go to the find the single mom. Just go out there just to the Pampers and to that section. No, I'm out here. I'm out here setting up plays. It's because IML follows Bob Proctor, who follows Tony Robbins and Jim Rohn. So they stole his lingo from all of them. Well, the thing is, I love all those people, right? Don't get me wrong. I love all those people, but these things are in action. A lot of these guys, they just pronounce this stuff. They're just talking about this stuff, grand rising and all this type shit. And you see them in their daily life. It ain't no grand rising. It ain't none of that shit. It's all talk. It's all show. It's all marketing. Really living this shit means that you don't talk like that. Really living it means that you're not out here trying to show off. You're not out here trying to alienate people. I would not say grand rising to somebody who I actually wanted to have a good day. I'd be confusing the shit out of them. Like, is this guy Amish or some shit? Why the fuck are you talking about some grand risings? I want this person to have a great day. So I'm going to talk to them in the language that they understand. Just go to the Presidente supermarket baddies. Presidente supermarket? Robin, put me on right now. Put us on. Put us on because it seems like you know something that we don't. I deleted my dating app. It's not for everybody, yo. It's not for everybody. I'll be real. Like, it's very rare to be like me. Okay? I'm very good looking. I'm young. I'm successful. I'm rich. I'm technically skilled. But I also got that charm. I got that pure, unadulterated riz. It's a dangerous game. Got leverage on these apps, man. Go on to invite people today, guys, and let's watch the harmonic scanner. Roy, not a trading question, but is there a reason you practice martial arts? Is there a reason I practice martial arts? Fuck it. I'm gonna just tell you guys. I used to get beat up a lot. In school and just other places. I played football, did all these things, just got beat up a lot. It wasn't fun. But I also got beat up a lot because I had a big mouth. I would never let anybody disrespect me, even if I was going to get my ass beat. Now, at some point, there's one time I got jumped, and I realized I was like, but I can't be out here talking shit and not know how to fight. And I had a friend of mine, Ron, who was kind of like a state champion Muay Thai kickboxer. The kid was like 14 or 15 at the time. He was a sophomore. I was a senior in high school, I'm pretty sure. And he was telling me that he was about to go and compete in this tournament. So we started talking. He was showing me some of this shit. I went to go train with him. I was like, bro, this kid's like 130 pounds soaking wet. I'm gonna beat his ass. This kid fucked me up. Just kicking my legs, chopping like a tree, but I couldn't even fucking walk for 3-4 days. I saw him in school like limping. I was just like, hey, I pretended to walk straight. I was like, whatever the fuck this is, this level of pain that I now feel in my body, I need to be able to inflict onto somebody else. Not for the sake of bullying, for the sake of self-defense. So first I went and did Krav Maga like a dumbass, right? Now, it did help a lot. I did understand the mechanics of violence, because violence and combat are very different. When someone is trying to really hurt you, you're not sitting here trying to trade punches with them and shit, right? You know, you're talking about eye gouging. You're talking about groin shots. You're talking about finding a weapon and hitting. That's violence. When I went to do kickboxing, I found my new love. This is real. My new love was not playing a team sport. When I was playing football and I missed a tackle, for example, there's about 4 people behind me that are going to pick up that tackle. It really wasn't ever all on me. Now, if you missed the wide open tackle that was coming your direction, yeah, they're going to put you off the field. Trading and martial arts are very similar. It's you versus you. Now, yes, I'm on here with a bunch of other people, but this is my choice. This is like, I have to make a choice to not be a pussy when the market comes down here, and then to trust my analysis and to have practiced enough that my next instinct, my natural instinct, is the correct one. If I lose, it's only me. I can't look at my team and blame my team. I can't blame my coaches. I can't blame the conditions. Did I train for this fight? Yes or no? All right. So I like martial arts because of the personal responsibility. the discipline that it teaches you to live as a martial artist, and then the capability to inflict an immense amount of violence. And I like all of those things. Yo, NAS100 is a sell today. Poor guy, right? Look at him, so cute in the chats, telling me what fucking direction the market's going. Yes, sir. Don't blink. Stay on this stream long enough, and you'll learn a thing or two. And if you're trying to tell me how to trade, buddy, go grab a Bible. Okay, you're gonna need it. This is actually the best stream on YouTube. You're not lying. I told you guys I wasn't not the most entertaining Forex YouTuber. I was the most entertaining person on YouTube in general, period. Right? You can't be this good looking, this young, this rich, this successful, and also this funny. It shouldn't be fair. But I'll be honest, only 2 of these were natural. The rest of them I had to work on. You can't just be technically skilled. I had to lose thousands of dollars and trade for years and losing money left and right. He said, that's a thick candle. Oh, poor baby. That's a thick candle. First off, don't ever call a candle thick in my stream again. All right, for everybody's getting kicked out. I'm ending the whole file. I'll never do a stream. The whole stream's getting kicked off. One candle does not determine the trend. If it did, you would have started, you'd probably sold. We found our baby pips trader. Ladies and gentlemen, we found the baby pips trader. We found him clear as day, hiding in plain sight. You probably sold down here then, ain't you? You're probably sold down here now, ain't you? So I love you roasting everybody and everything. Nothing is safe, including myself. Now, I don't know if you guys actually take notes for this, but I make self-deprecating jokes more often than I roast somebody else. I do cook myself a good amount. If you're paying attention, I'm an equal opportunity roaster. Everybody's safe. I was like, well, Roy, are you really going to roast that woman in the chat? Bro, I'm going to light her up. Right? I don't care if she's 82. Yusuf, no, not you. I was talking to Yassar. But you were talking about sells too, so maybe you too. Maybe you guys were both selling together. He said, you're high as hell? Not yet. I'd like to be, though. We got about half an hour left on the stream. You should do a live with you and the funniest students and go off. Yo, I don't even know if I have funny students. Here's the thing is, I don't really know the humor level of my students because I don't give a fuck. I care about their success. That's it. You want to get rich and go be funny? Good. You want to go get rich and not be funny? Perfect. The only thing that I get paid for is to make sure that the students are successful. So it's success first. What broker are you using? Right here. Don't blink. Don't blink. Look at this. Got your ass. Oh, got him. Can't believe you fell for that. Can't have someone roasting you if you roast yourself. Exactly. Guys, I know my truth. I know who the fuck I am. Like, this is why the whole roasting thing is just hilarious to me, because I can take it. And even though I joke around about Gali and all these guys giving me a hard time and all this stuff, you got to have thick skin to be a trader. And the only way to have thick skin is to know yourself. Right? If somebody came up and they're like, yo, Roy, you suck at trading. Like, how could that hurt my feelings? I know I don't fucking suck at trading. It's like somebody telling you that your eyes are blue and they're not. You'd be like, no, the fuck, they're not. And the guy will be like, nah, bro, trust me. Your eyes are blue. And this is 15 reasons why. I'm like, no, they're not. Roy has achieved the most prestiged level of deadass. He has awarded the 24-karat solid gold Tim. That's about the most loser shit I've ever read in my life. Don't ever say some whack shit like that to me again. The Raja Bank, don't ever disrespect me looking like you typing out a RuneScape message. Okay? Khalees, don't ever disrespect me looking like you're talking to your friends on Club Penguin, talking about the highest level of deadassery. First off, don't ever... Oh, no, I'm going to leave it at that. Don't ever disrespect me like your name sounds like a thing that you wrap around your shirt when you're trying to tie your shirt together. That's what I'm talking about. That was a legit question. I'm trying to look at your pips. But how my pips taste, Connor? I do not give a shit what others think about me or others. I got to do what I have to do, and that's how I roll. Well, I'm not saying all that. Okay, I care about what other people think. That this whole I don't care what other people think shit is also not the way to go. This is what's wrong with America today, is that people don't care enough about what other people think. There's not enough shame and guilt in society to get people to do the right things. I care about the right people. People I respect, I want them to respect me. The friends that I respect, when I hang out with them, I want them to be like, wow, like Roy, I have some respect for Roy and what he stands for and how committed he is to these things. What I'm saying is that insults can't hurt me. I care that you guys are having fun on these streams, right? I could sit here and pretend like I don't, but the whole point of this is that we're all having fun together. If I'm the only one having fun and everybody is miserable, and that's the environment here, that's not going to work. That does not work. So obviously I care about you guys' opinions. But I'm not going to let that determine my identity. You guys tell me, Roy, you're a 15 pip trader, right? Now that one hurts a little bit. It kind of hurts me right under the fucking right here. But is it going to affect my identity and the way I see myself? Never. Because I know myself. I know what I suck at. All right? Guys, I know I run awkward. That's like one thing, just a random thing. I know this. I know I'm obnoxious to about 90% of the population. I know these things. I'm not sitting here deluded like, oh, everybody loves me. No. 95% of people are going to listen to about 5 minutes of this stream and they're going to burn their computer. And I'm so cool with that. I'm beyond happy about that. Roy, when's the last time you had a 5-day winning streak? We had a 25-day winning streak in October and November. We just came off of it with this loss, but even the loss was still a win. Even the loss that we took with the stop loss still ended up going in our favor. So the one loss we've had in the past 30 streams was still a win. Or the 2 losses we've had are still a win. It's kind of nuts. But if you lose money, then it's not a win. So you guys get the drill. He says, do you trade at all? Bro, Nigel, are you fucking stupid or are you dumb? Do you trade oil? No, I do not. Roy is one of the most accurate traders in the business. Kirk, you ain't lying. Roy standing on business. I meant if I'm right and doing it properly, I do not care about others' opinion. That is what I mean. Ken, I love it. But here's what I'm going to tell you. Care about opinions, but just care about the right ones. That's all I'm going to say. You should care what your family thinks about you. All right? Unless there are evil people and they're just like, no matter how good of a job you do, they hate you. Unless that's the situation, which is very rare. You should care about what your family thinks. You should care about what your boss thinks. You should be trying to impress your boss. Like, oh no, fuck my boss, whatever. All right. There it is. Don't ever disrespect me looking like a skinny DJ Khaled. Oh, now we're getting it. Now we're getting into it. Here we go. My boy said, don't ever disrespect me looking like a skinny DJ Khaled. I love it. Khalees. Man, this is why I need to see what you look like. I can't roast an avatar right here. Khalees Perry. The law is fucking. What can I even say about a name? Fucking Tyler Perry's long lost relative. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to say about Khalees Perry? Khalees. Yeah, I'm lost. All right, send me a fucking picture. Let me fucking cook you up. You're telling me I look like a fake DJ Khaled. No, I'll be honest. I'll take DJ Khaled over the Make-A-Wish Jesse from Breaking Bad. That shit got me fucked up yesterday. All right, you guys got me fucked up yesterday. I got off the stream like, ha, 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 ha. You guys know the meme where the guy's crying, but he's laughing at the same time? That was me. Roy, no disrespect, but you could really use some help. Some help with what, Nigel? Are you able to do an update on UJ? Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know it's about to be disrespectful and they say no disrespect.
Yeah, but brother, again, imagine this dude is on our YouTube stream typing this out right now. Is his life going the way that he wants it to go? If someone's in a YouTube comments typing something negative, right? Is their life going the way that you want it to go? It says, oh, Nigel, going to get the smoke. Oh, Robin, you have no idea. It says Perry the platypus. Nah, that's not funny. We're not doing that. Nah, not Jesse. No, they got me fucked up they got me fucked up yesterday. Says, you do look like the Breaking Bad guy. Mike, fuck you, bro. You said nothing but stupid things all day. Says, go home, Nigel. You're drunk. Me and him both. Guys, why are you guys hating on Nigel? Look, when I told you I know myself, if I sat down in front of some cuck in a lab coat and he diagnosed me, there's a very good chance he's gonna say, he's gonna fucking throw a bunch of letters at me, right? Now, luckily, I can't read, so I don't know what he's gonna say, so it doesn't matter. But that's not to say that, you know what I'm saying? It's not to say that it's not correct. Start throwing all types of ADHDs and all types of fucking DDs and all this shit. I'm like, oh my God. They're like, yeah, I think you have anxiety. I'm like, I do after all these letters, bro. I can't read. Visit Uganda one day. Will do. Life does not happen to us. We make it the way we picture it. What the fuck are we talking about? All right. USD JPY, the trade is still valid. Beautiful rejection. The market is forming higher floors on the daily. So we had this candle come down back to the entry price and close back bullish. And this next candle will very likely either do the same thing as wick and continue, or just continue from this current price to the upside. UJ is still active. UJ trade is still active. All right. This is the beauty of having a wick entry, yo. Take profit is about 320 pips away, 300 pips away. So it's a long way up. A long way up. I'll be taking partial profits on the way, but for now, the trade is still active. Do you use sedative pills? Fuck no. What the fuck? Are you talking about melatonin, or are you talking about like actual like drugs? I don't use either, by the way. Yo, I have trouble sleeping for a reason, right? I'll sleep for 3-4 hours. I ain't putting that dumb shit in my body. I swear that for the last few streams, I thought it was Dan Bilzerian trading NAS100. Yo, this guy trying to gas my head up, bro. Yo, if I ever blow an account, it's going to be because of y'all, bro. It's going to be because of y'all hyping my head up. It's going to be because of you guys hyping me up, and I'm going to feel invincible and just do some dumb shit, bro. You guys need to roast me more. All right. There's no room for ego in trading. And I feel like the more that you guys size me, it's kind of getting in the way of my intentions. All right. I'm starting to feel myself a little bit. Bro, I'm nothing. I am nobody. I'm just unbelievably technically skilled and just one of the best to ever do it. The sell on NAS hit the fib level perfectly. Yes, Robin. Thank you. And it could break out. That's cool. Good call. I think Gali was the one who mentioned it this morning, or it was Bryce that mentioned that the market was at the 88.6 from the top side. Would you still go to Dwight Howard's house? I don't keep up with basketball. I don't know I don't get the joke. Gold bag 30 pips today, 2.5 lots. Awesome. Now, Melissa, riddle me this, is what am I supposed to do with this information? Should we look to get into SPX 500 buys now? That's a question for someone else. Why would you pick that high on the fib sell instead of the recent one? Because this is the high of the range. He said he came out. Are you guys talking about Dwight Howard? Stop playing. This is my first time at your channel. You only trade on the 4 hour, sir? No, I trade different time frames, but I watch the markets on the 4 hour. If I'm expecting price to come down here, what's the point of me looking at the 30-minute and the 15-minute, the 30-minute, and all those time frames? It's only going to make me feel like I need to jump into a position. If I wait for my prices and I wait on the higher time frames, then I can just be a lot more patient and not feel like I'm missing out on the trades. It also helps me get a good perspective. Now, when it comes time for me to enter a trade, that's where I'll scale down to the smaller time frames and then look to enter. The market could just flip up for buys here. If we sit back above this area at 38.2, if it closes back above the 38.2, then there's a good chance it's going to make it to the top of the range. So right now it's just buys and sells. You guys see where my long and short position is. Don't ask me why I'm not in a trade. Don't ask me what I trade or how I trade. If you do not know what this looks like, you have no business asking questions. If you guys don't know what a long and short position is, you should go buy a course and stop playing guesswork. Because the longer that you do this, the more that you're going to be, you know what I'm saying, the more frustrated you're going to be. If you do not know how to look at support resistance and how to identify what this long and short position tool is, don't even ask me about my entry or my fib settings or that dumb shit. Just go and take a course and learn the basics, and then we can get to everything else. Because a picture is worth 1,000 words. Yeah, he had booty injuries. Whoa. Jermaine, I did not need that, bro. I did not need that. That's strike one. That's strike one.
Crazy.
Bro, what the fuck, man? Fucking Dwight Howard, bro. You're talking about Superman? I wish you guys didn't tell me that shit, bro. Let me just pretend like heroes still exist. Fuck.
Bro, this stream has been too much this morning.
He said, Roy, what did you do to Dwight Howard? Yo, son.
Yo. Chat, y'all got it, man. I retire from Cook and Roy. Y'all doing this
Yeah,
better
you
than
should. Your roasts are fucking trash anyways.
Oh, okay. That's why your feelings are hurt every morning.
Fuck you, dog. Yo, son. James is going to timeout for that one. Is it LMAO? She's definitely from New York. Yeah, I mean, shit. She better not send me a picture of herself. It's gonna get ugly in here. All right. So I got you. Are you on Discord? Khalees, look, be careful. All right. You tried to call me the great value DJ Khaled. All right. That's a compliment. DJ Khaled is wildly successful, and he's also eccentric. All right. That's not the worst thing to get related to, except he's fat as fuck. Never catch me on that type level. I said, nah, dog is a booty warrior. Oh my God.
Yeah, I think we're going too far in the wrong direction today.
Yeah, well, this is why I don't fucking watch basketball. All right, you guys know what's gayer than Dwight Howard is watching a bunch of men throw a ball into a fucking hoop for an hour. All right, so you guys are all guilty. Everybody's guilty. Roy, you look like Joe Biden when he's awake. Yo, son, what the fuck, bro? The fuck that even mean? He said Dwight Howard puts a heart in all his comments. Yo, son. Yo, dog, this is so stupid, bro. Yeah, we're getting canceled, bro. Yo, golly, go sign up for Kick. Go sign up. Go hit up the Twitch. Go hit up the Twitch team and call them back and tell them, yeah, we'll take the offer, bro. This is not gonna work out. Just go to Kick. Go to Truth Social. We're going to Truth Social, everybody. This is not gonna work. Oh my God. Call the Twitch, bro. Call our sponsors. Tell them I'm sorry. Call TradingView. Call everybody and tell them, look. They told him to put the Casamigos in the tea, and this happened, and we're all fucked, man. We all lost.
Bro, this is gonna be great for business. I don't know what you're
For
talking about.
whose business, bro? Actually, no, I'm gonna pull a Dana White. Tell them to keep their fucking money. I'm gonna pull an Elon. And that is true. I will not be intimidated, people. I will not be intimidated. Roy, what is your stop loss and take profit on UJ? Well, on my live account, my friend, my stop loss is already in break even. The original stop loss was at 145.6, below this daily level here. And it didn't even need to be that low. It just had to be below this daily zone here at let's call it 146. So as long as it's below 146, you're in the clear. That does put you at about 110 points or 110 pips from here, but then just lower your lot size and you can make up for the, for that. The next stream is on Rumble. We have to. Bro, the Dwight Howard puts a heart on all his comments is fucking hilarious. Oh my God. All right, it looks like buyers are stepping back in. You guys want to talk about the model here? We have phase 1. We had phase 2. And then we had phase 3. So this could either be phase 3 with one more retest. And then here's how you tell if this whole thing is done is if we break back above this support level and then use it as support and we respect that zone, this is where there's going to be the retest entries. So step 1 is you have to break back above this area of consolidation or this previous high. Once you have that break above, you want to wait for the higher low entry at that daily zone, and then you can take it up to the top of the range. Personally, I don't want to be trading this because we're getting too high, too high in this range. We're close to the resistance levels, and I don't want to be buying into the resistance. Instead, I'll wait for it to hit resistance and short it, or I'll wait for this thing to drop and buy it, nothing in between. Four, 5, 7, 2 for SPX buys. The first buy was missed. Wait for a retest on the 4-hour low for entry. All right, there you go. Whoever was asking about SPX, you got a free trade idea. But then again, do your own analysis, people. Right? I know Melissa, so I'm willing to give her the benefit of the doubt. But if it was anybody else, I would tell you guys just look and do your own analysis first, always. Well, even if it's me, do your own analysis first. Okay. All right, guys, it's almost 11. These streams were fun, but market conditions are too slow for me today. So there's shorts at 1650. There's buys at 15,775. Write those two numbers down, make money, get a seat for the next masterclass, and I'll see you guys later. It's that easy. Any questions about NAS100 or what we're looking for? Tomorrow is non-farm payroll, so I will be streaming early. I'll be streaming earlier than usual. The NAS100 Masterclass students, today is the last day. We're going to do a final review and get you guys prepped for the final exam. All right, looking forward to it. If you guys took the NAS100 Masterclass this year, we're going to do a final review call at the end of December to review all the information we learned and to get you guys ready with a playbook for 2024. So if you took the masterclass, keep an eye on that. It's completely free if you already had a masterclass seat. And I look forward to doing that with you guys. So drop a like on the way out. Happy and safe trading, everybody. Take it easy. Peace. See you tonight, Walter. Okay, good stuff.